What is good, people? Welcome back to the channel. KG is back. It is time for a brand new video, and the subject of the day is Harry Gray. And should the striker be included in the squad ahead of Wolves? We're going to get into that. Also, a manager is off the market. We'll get into that also because kind of affects the case of emergency break open glass, even though there was a high chance he would never have come here, but now he's definitely off the market. First of all, before I get into it though, have to stress, people, this is the free way to support the channel. Like the video. Like, I cannot stress that enough. Otherwise, this channel, it'll disappear like Metallica. You know what I mean? Hey. And we don't want that. So please like the video. It's the free way to support. It doesn't take a second as long as you signed into YouTube. So please do that. If you're not getting notifications for the channel, click the bell on and off. That works for a lot of people. And then you know when I've uploaded or when I'm going live. And yeah, listen, big up to the members of the channel who support in that way. Thank you to Barrett House and Ash for the super thanks on the last video. Big ways to help. But yeah, the free way to do it is likes, people. That's the only thing that seems to help in this YouTube algorithm hell that I seem to be stuck in. But we're going to get into stuff now, okay? Enough of that, but it is important. But Harry Gray scored a hat-trick yesterday, and I've put out on my community post a little poll. I think it will be running for like the next day or so of if you think that he should be called up or if it's too soon. So just vote on that as well. But yeah, Harry Gray has come up a lot, and people saying that Harry Gray should be called up. And let me just say this before I go any further. The fact that we're talking about this shows you how the window's gone. It's a big indication of there shouldn't even be a conversation. Harry Gray should be developing where he is right now without anybody thinking, you know what, maybe he could do something different for us. The fact that it's come to this kind of conversation even happening tells you everything about the summer window. But we continue because this is where we are. Harry Gray, we know there's a talent there, 16 years old. But for me, I've always said that age don't matter. The age does not matter when it comes to a player. If they're good enough, they're old enough. And that is the way it is for me with Harry Gray. And this isn't for me saying that he should start against Wolves, but should he be on the bench for something a little different late on in the game? Yeah, I would. I've got no hesitation about putting in players that have got the ability or the potential to do well. The thing is as well with Harry Gray, the advantages that he's got is that he will be given every bit of time by the fan base, every bit of time. You know what I mean? Every bit of time to acclimatize, to miss chances if we ever create any. You know, I mean, I'm just joking there. But if he does miss chances, he will be given that grace of saying, he's only 16, man. You know, what are we expecting him to do? But there is that X factor there where you're thinking, wait a minute, if it comes off well here, we could have something on our hands here. And hopefully it doesn't get poached before he turns 17, but you can't control those kind of things. I know somebody messaged me and said, but if we do play him, then we're putting him in the window for Spurs and everyone else. I got a newsflash for you people. Everybody knows about Harry Gray. There's no secret there. You know what I mean? We saw Man City take, was it Finley Gorman from us? He was 15. Harry Gray is known in the football circles to be better than Archie. And you saw what we got for Archie. And Harry Gray's potential is said to be greater. Will that happen? Only time will tell. Is it too soon? I don't think it is with what we've got. And it's simply on that basis. Guys, if we had Bagsman up front, this wouldn't even be a conversation. But we are literally rolling with a mishmash of strikers. Let's be real. We've got a mishmash of strikers who aren't fit, who are off form. You know, if we're talking about strikers at this point that have scored a goal each, let's just say one goal each. Let's be fair. Then maybe you say, now we got to give these guys more time. But we're currently on a situation where we've scored one goal and none from open play. So we're kind of in a why not try it? And if it doesn't work, he heads back to the under 21s. This is the other thing for me as well. This club is known for blooding through the most talented youngsters. You know, Manchester United's class of 92 is something. We were not far behind with the Ian Harts and Gary Kelly starting here, Harry Kewell, all these guys. If you want to go on a bit further, Aaron Lennon, James Milner, you know, Paul Robinson. You know, we've done this through the years. Fabian Delph. You know, and I'm probably missing out one. Put it in the comments. But we are known for doing this. So I don't know why there'd be any hesitation. If anything, we should be like, we've got a good track record. Let's do it. Now, if Daniel Farker, and we'll be hearing from Daniel Farker tomorrow in the press conference, so join me there. I will be going live for that one, so look out for that one. Um, he will get asked about this by the journals. I'm pretty sure one of the journals will ask him about it. I don't know who it will be, but he may say that he's not ready. He may say that it's not time. That's fair enough if he believes that, but I do think that there would be no harm in putting him on the bench because is he any worse? Let me ask you a genuine question here. Is he any worse than Metcher? Is Harry Gray any worse of an option than Lucas Metcher from what you've seen? I know a few of you have rated his performances. I haven't. I haven't. I love the way he took the penalty. That was a really good strike. But his overall play for me has been nothing to write home about. And let me just say this: if it was, we wouldn't be talking about Harry Gray in this video. The conversation wouldn't have come up. But it's a legitimate conversation out there where people want to see Harry Gray come up, but some are unsure. Now, there's no camp here for me where you're right or wrong. The camp is that we should have recruited better, but I don't want to keep harping on about that like I've already done already. But yeah, Harry Gray for me, the grace that he'd be given as well by the fan base, I think goes a long way. And what have we got to lose? We're not scoring goals. What have we got to lose at this point by putting him in for like say the last 15 minutes? Especially if we're up. But what if we're winning the game and we bring him on? You know, and also looking at it from the ugly business side of it, if he comes on and impresses, then Leeds United have got a very expensive asset on their hands. So from the club side, and we know that's where they're loving it. I've seen people talking about in queues for tickets here and not being able to get one. The club are just getting the money in. That's never been the problem. That's why they love it here. But if they can get an asset on their hand, and if a youngster does well at Leeds United, the money goes up. We've seen that with Somerville, Jorginho in the championship alone. But yeah, I'm interested to get your thoughts on this one. Harry Gray, hey, he even took a free kick. Keeping wasn't the best, but hey, it's a set piece. He scored a set piece, so let's go. But give me your thoughts in the comments. Would you add him? I'm not saying start him. Would you have him to the squad? Or if you would start him, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comment section below about that one. But a manager that is unavailable, people, who I was talking about at the top of the video, is Jose Mourinho. He is heading back to Portugal. Benfica had a very embarrassing Champions League last night against Karabag. They sacked Bruno Lage straight away, and they're bringing in Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho, who's already accepted. It's already done. The deal is already done by the time this video probably will be out. Jose Mourinho is off the market. And I know that's disappointing because I know a few of you said, hey, listen, if anything goes wrong with Farke, Jose would be the man. I always say, though, I know Jose did say it tongue in cheek a couple of years ago, saying that if there's a bottom of the table Premier League club, I'd love to go to avoid UEFA. But you've seen he's gone to Benfica, who are in the Champions League, who will be playing Chelsea next in that competition as well. So yeah, I don't think it was very likely, but yeah, there we go. We can cross Jose Mourinho off the list, but Nuno Espirito Santo is still out there. But hopefully, Daniel Farke, you've got a plan, and Wolves is going to be massive. And I'm really looking forward to hearing what he's got to say tomorrow in the press conference. Because as Beren said here, in regards to his comments, and we've been through his comments before, and just it's probably not the best, especially with this football club and some of the players we've got and their confidence levels anyway. It's got to work for him. Otherwise, the players would be like, the manager's called me not very good. Don't expect no miracles from me. Why should I bother? Hopefully we get the defiant side. Hopefully we get that hungry side, and they want to prove everybody wrong. But we will see, won't we? But we'll hear from Farke tomorrow, and I will be probably straight after, maybe, or maybe half an hour after. It depends what time the press conference is, but look out for the channel. Like I say, hit notification bells and you'll know when I'm going live or uploading. But listen, people, like the video before you go, and I'll see you in the next one. Drop your thoughts below. Peace out.